Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's conversation on our Tactile YouTube channel. And today I'm really excited to introduce you our guest, Mr. Goodness. He's a physicist, educator, and youth mentor with an inspiring story. And we will talk today about his story. He will share a lot of interesting facts, interesting things about his journey, about his experience. So I already can't wait for us to dive into this journey and the lessons he has to share with us. So thank you very much, Godness, to joining us today for your time and for today's interview as well.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me. It's exciting to be here.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. And let's start maybe about discussion about your personal professional journey. So could you share a bit about your life, about your beginning of your journey, about your career, your interests, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Goodness Ajamu, and I'm Nigerian, and I grew up in Nigeria. I had my high school education, elementary education, and of course my university education as well. And after my university education, I was privileged to attend a mandatory youth service in Nigeria because, of course, as a fresh graduate, you're expected to go and serve the country for a year, which I was opportune to do, and I did that for a year in Kebbi State, Nigeria. And afterwards, I was privileged to go to Russia, right, for a master's degree in physics, and there I was able to meet a couple of colleagues who really shaped me in the direction of research. And yeah, after that, I was also privileged to get another scholarship to Turkey. And yeah, I'm currently here and I'm really, really excited about this. And yeah, my interests are, I mean, my academic interests include, of course, I like to read, I like to do research, and I like to network, I like to network a lot and just attend conferences and just be abreast of information that a researcher needs to be abreast of. And of course, when it comes to just normal interests, extracurriculars specifically. I like to play tennis. I play a lot of football as well, and yeah, I like to do all those, and yeah, it's really exciting. Thank you for having me again.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. I didn't know that you like to play tennis. That's really great. And other kind of sport that's also really great. That young leaders they also care about their health, physical health, right? So my next question will be about your motivation. So what motivated you to pursue a first class honors degree in physics? And what motivates you to do this journey as a leader?
Yeah, for me, excellence from the very beginning has been my watchword. I love to pursue excellence, and even from my high school days, I've always had the willingness, right, to want to just be the best at whatever I do, and that really that of course that was obvious during my university education, uh, and of course I mean I studied physics, and it wasn't an easy one. So it took a lot of dedication. It took a lot of resilience, and a lot, of course, a lot of you just have to read your books. You have to attend classes. You have to just have your feet on the pedal at all times, and that required a lot of resilience and really a lot of dedication as well. And that for me has been it's been with me. It's always been okay. Let's can we just do this to the best of our ability? And for me, that has been the very thing that I love to do. Just it's not just about doing things. Is it can you do it well, right? And if you're able to do
Yeah.
it well, why not just do it well? And yeah, for me, that has been it. Right from my high school days even till my bachelor's, my time as an undergrad in the university. And
Great,
yeah,
thanks a lot. Yeah.
yeah. And of course, with regard to leadership as well, leadership for me has been It's a way to basically I mean, you have a journey, and you've experienced certain things during the journey, and I believe that has shaped you as an individual. And I believe in that light, you're able to help others see the light. You're able to help others, mentor others, in fact. So you're able to mentor others and help them understand the nitty-gritty of what is required to be excellent. And of course, this highlights the importance of self-leadership. So if you're able to self-lead, then I believe you should be able to also lead others. So that has, I mean, I'm a very, very self-aware person, and I look at, okay, if my journey has taken this path, this route, can I also help others to discover their journey? Can I also help others to see how to be better in whatever they do? And that has been at the very uh, front of my view. And I've always wanted to help others to really just discover themselves. And yeah.
Thanks a lot. I'm completely agree with you with the self-leading, because it's the first thing that we need to learn if we wanna, to lead other people as well. And you also mentioned about Turkey journey. So maybe you can share some more information about this journey. How did your transition from Nigeria to Turkey shape your academic and personal growth as well?
Yeah, I mean, when you're leaving your country to other countries, you're definitely going to be met with shocks, and it's I would say it's it's a very, very, it's one you're not prepared for, right? When I left Nigeria for Russia first, it was a
Mhm.
cultural shock, and I really wasn't prepared for that. But as time passed, I began to adapt, and it was really a big one for me. I loved the experience. I loved the experience, and that helped me to really settle properly in the Turkey in which I am currently located. And so it's about just being open, right? You're in a different country at this point. You're in a different environment. Are you able to be open to changes that would occur, because changes will occur? So are you going to be ready for that? Are you going to in I mean mindset wise now, because it's not just about the physical environment. You're in a different environment, but your mindset also has to really begin to change, depending on the environment you find yourself. So that change is what you need to be really concerned about. And if your mind begins to adapt to the particular environment in which you find yourself, it just becomes very, very easy for the body to follow suit, right? So for me, I mean, even the cold, the environmental conditions and all, you need to, it takes a while for you to get used to that. So for me, I've always, okay, we're going to be changing environment. We want to be a global citizen. You don't become a global citizen just by sitting at, I mean, just being local. I mean, it's called global for a reason. So for you to become global, you need to be able to adapt to the environment you find yourself, to different environments, because you're going to different environments. So the change that would come with that, you need to be ready for that. And of course, the mindset change also that would also accompany that. You need to be ready to be open to that. So openness to a different environment and adaptability is really, really cool.
Okay, thanks a lot for sharing that. I just reminded my first, exchange program as a student as well, and also this culture shock. And yeah, I'm completely agree with you. But from the other side, it's also for everyone who's taking this, challenge for moving to another country for any of the journeys, study, career, or just for life. It's a big step, and at the same time, it's a big challenge, but it's completely changing everything around you and even inside you as well. So, yeah, about challenges, right? And here I want to also ask you about what challenges have you faced in your academic journey and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, for my academic journey, I mean, when I got to Russia at first, it was the rigor of the program, to be honest, because I studied physics, and it was just on another level. The rigor was on that level, and it took me a while to get used to it. Right, it took me a while to get used to it. So the rigor for me, the way I just applied myself, right? I had to do the studying that was required. I had to do the late nights that was required. I had to really just immerse myself in the journey. And that for me took a while. It was a challenge, but I was also able to collaborate with all the students. I was able to meet with other people and discuss ideas. And that for me really, really made a huge difference. That made a huge difference for me. And so I would say it's not enough to do it. It's not a one-man journey, I would say, right? For anything to be easy, for anything to be better, you need to collaborate. You need to reach out. You need to work with others, and that would really, really make your journey easy. So what I discovered for me, I mean, even going back to my undergrad days, I was kind of like a person who did it. I mean, I just like to do my things myself, and just really, I was like, okay, if I can do it, I can just do it myself. I don't need to involve all this. But I mean, it came to my understanding that the journey, any journey for an individual becomes easier if you reach out, if you collaborate, if you're doing things together, and that also is applicable in the academic realm. So again, the rigor was a little hard for me then. So I reached out to all the students and tutors, and that significantly made the journey easy for me. So collaboration is very important, and uh, collective problem solving is also very important. And yeah, if you're able to collaborate with others, I think your journey will be a lot easier.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. And as far as I know, you also received several prestigious fellowships. And I am sure that a lot of our viewers, especially young leaders, they are always interested in this topic, how to receive this fellowship, what action needs to be done, where
Yeah.
to looking for them, and for you personally, what do this recognition means? So could you please share some maybe advice or steps that young leaders should be do?
Okay, yeah, I'll address quickly the first question, which is what does this fellowships mean to me? I mean, for me, fellowships are like they're an opportunity to basically network with others, right? And just see what is new in a particular field, right? So for me, I've attended a couple of fellowships, and notable amongst those fellowships include the InteRussia Fellowship, which was a fellowship I attended in Russia for. It was a fellowship focused on AI and engineering. So it was about implementing AI in the engineering space, and by engineering, I mean the biomedical engineering space, I mean, generally biomedical engineering space. So how do we use AI to basically check if there is a tumor present at a particular location in the body and all that. So for me, it was a time to learn, right? It was a time to learn from experts and to see industrial applications of whatever we have learned in theory and how we could actually apply this in the industrial setting rather. And it was really, really eye-opening. And other fellowships I attended, like the SciComm in Practice Fellowship, which was a fellowship that was really focused on helping uh, experts basically relate their findings to a normal community, to the layman, to the layman. So how do we bring down the rigor of scientific texts to the level of just normal people? So that was a course I attended. It was really insightful and eye-opening. So those fellowships are really, really good fellowships. So how do people get these fellowships? I mean, number one, it's information. You need to check. You need to basically be all around there, like checking for fellowships and checking for opportunities that are available. And there are a lot of portals, there are a lot of websites that could actually help you avail these opportunities. So you need to be on the lookout for these opportunities. And after being on the lookout, of course, you need to apply, right? These fellowships don't just get to you. You need to apply for these fellowships. And yeah, if you apply for these fellowships, you need to look for a mentor who's probably someone who has gotten these fellowships in the past, and the person is able to direct you, right? And if you get good direction, then it's very, very probable that you would get into one of these fellowships. So these fellowships are a way for you to get nuanced knowledge, and it's just very, very important, especially if you're applying to other larger scholarships, because these fellowships will be very, very important mentions in your CV. So again, it's important to be on the lookout for these opportunities on the net, online. There are different opportunity hubs around that you could actually join and see these fellowships. And and if you've gotten this information, then you need to be on the lookout for mentors that have done these fellowships and basically ask for direction. And I believe with that combination, you should have a good chance of getting it.
Thank you very much for sharing that. It's really valuable information that you're sharing about those steps that needs to be done, especially about mentors, right? Because I'm sure that everyone who been on the different fellowships or internship programs, whatever, right, exchange programs, they are always open to help others, young people, to participate in those programs as well, because they know the value, they know, all the tricky things, how to apply and how to get this opportunity. So they are always open to, mentor other people. And I know that you also doing mentorship for some young people. So what their defining moment that made you realize you wanted to be a mentor and inspire other youth? And another question related to that: how do you balance your academic responsibilities with your mentorship and volunteering commitments?
So to the first question, when did I find out that I would like to be a mentor? I mean, I think I was already talking about my undergrad degree. I loved to work alone and just do my things alone. And for me, I discovered that was a long path. I mean, there are others that have walked this path in the past and they've really done well for themselves in terms of academics. And why don't I just reach out to those people so they give me the shortcut, right? Or called the shortcut. So because they've literally walked the path and they know more than me, and they are probably done with education. And why don't I just reach out to those people so they can give me the formula to be successful in this department? So I find out that very late, somewhere around 300, 400 level during my undergrad. And I just discovered, oh, mentorship is really cool. Even if you're super smart, if you're very good, the role of a mentor in your life is just invaluable. And it's unlike any other thing you can do for yourself. So mentorship, what does it do for you, basically? Mentorship helps you shorten your journey. I mean, a journey that would normally take probably 100 miles, with mentorship, you probably would be able to get there in just using 50 miles, because there are other ways, there are other paths to that particular journey, to that particular destination. So mentorship is a core part of any endeavor. So for me, I have experienced this firsthand, and I've seen the impact that mentorship could actually have. I mean, even with the scholarships I've gotten, I've reached out to people, I've reached out to mentors, and they've really helped me to really probably review my essays and probably given me invaluable advice on how to really go about the scholarships. And it has really helped me. I mean, immediately I was done with my National Youth Service, I was able to just get a scholarship directly without even having to wait for a bit. So, and the role of mentors in this journey is just it's incredible. So for mentors help you. They basically help you shorten your journey, and they're going to help you with advice, right? Advice. I mean, they're experienced people, and so they're able to give you they're able to distill, I mean, years of worthwhile experience, and you're able to understand certain truths about the journey you're about to take, and that is very important. Yeah, please, could you repeat your second question?
How do you balance your academic responsibility with your mentorship and volunteering commitments?
Yeah, for me, the balance is a little tricky, but I mean, this is something I always wanted to do. I mean, I've seen and I've experienced the impact of mentorship firsthand, and it's just natural that I want to also give out and just lay forward, right? So I've found a way to really just balance my mentorship. So basically, I have particular periods of time when I just have people, because I'm currently involved with a couple organizations where mentorship is really at the core. So for these organizations, we have ways we schedule mentees and when they can actually come for mentorship advice. So for me, I have periods when they can actually come, and with that, I've been able to manage mentorship and academics. So for that period during which I'm free, mentees could actually just reach out to me via this portal, via this website. And whenever I'm not on the website, or whenever I'm not meeting with mentees, of course I'm engaged with my academics. So it's basically ways like scheduling. So I'm scheduling for those who will be interested in mentorship. I also have times when, of course, I'll be involved with academics.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. I completely understand you with balancing and all of those responsibilities that you have and the shadowing tasks, because from my side, it's the same. It's the same. And sometimes I'm just, thinking how to manage all of the things, all of the responsibilities that I put on myself. So yeah, it's quite hard, but at the same time, you're getting a lot of, a lot of positive things for yourself, for your growth, for your emotional health as well, once you're working with the people, especially as a mentor, and helping them to grow. So thank you very much for sharing that. And another question to you, if you could go back and give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
A couple of things actually. First of it is important to work with others, and this is really really important. You cannot walk the journey alone. Work with others. It helps. It makes it easy. It makes it easy. Any journey is hard. Everything is hard. But when you collaborate, when you work with others, the journey becomes easy. And seek out mentors as quickly as possible, so the journey becomes shortened. With mentors, you just have something that otherwise would take years to attain. But with mentors, you're literally getting it in probably in a year or even in months. So the role of mentorship is invaluable. It's invaluable. And also with leadership is not something you wait till later to do, right? Leadership it starts with yourself, right?
Mhm.
Self-leadership is very, very important. And if you're able to really master yourself, and you're able to master skills, personal skills now, and soft skills, because this is also very, very important. So if you're able to master these things for yourself, it becomes quickly apparent that you're able to manage others. How do you manage others? You don't even manage yourself properly. So self-leadership is imperative, and after you're able to manage yourself, then we can give to you the responsibility of managing others. So it's very, very important. So for me, I would say mentorship is important. Collaboration is important. You need to collaborate with others. You need to join forces, and you need to be a self-leader. You need to lead yourself properly. Then after leading yourself properly, then we can definitely give to you other responsibilities, which includes managing other people. And of course, you have to share your journey. Share your journey. Let other people learn from your journey. And with this approach, you're able to even learn more yourself and be able to course correct if there is need to. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing that. And continue talking about mentorship and education. What do you believe is the most urgent educational challenge facing young Africans today?
Young Africans, I think it's the access to information, I would say. I think it's the access to information. Information is power. If you don't have information, regardless of whatever you have with you, personal skills, anything, if there is not enough access to relevant information, then all you have is not really going to be useful. So for Africans, especially students and professional working people, you need to be able to be on the lookout for information that would really really help you grow as a person, right? So information. How do we then go about information? How do we access information? Information can be accessed via the internet. The internet is a great resource for information. So you literally have to be on the lookout. You literally have to go in search of these particular opportunities. You need to check. Probably you're interested in a fellowship. You could also go on the net and search fellowships in this particular field, fellowships in this particular. There are ways to actually Google around this, and you're going to be able to find relevant fellowships, right? So the access to information, well, probably it's the maybe it's the lack of awareness that there's information on the internet. I don't know, because the internet is, I mean, I would say very, very available now in all regions of the world. I mean, maybe in some remote areas, it might be really hard to access this information. But I mean, in normal areas now, people can access information, and you can just literally look out for this information. And sometimes there are certain places called cyber cafes where you could actually just go and search for information. So information would do you a lot of good. That's what I'm saying. So for Africans, we need to be on the lookout for information and be able to just use this information to our advantage. It is very, very important. And also we need to improve ourselves in terms of soft skills. It's not just enough to have technical skills, hard skills. These are important, of course, but again, these skills just they get you in the room. They don't keep you there, right? So you need to be very good when it comes to soft skills, how to relate with people, how to communicate, right? All these are very, very important skills. And even if you do have the technical skills that are required for a job, for an endeavor, and you're not able to just relate with people properly, you're not able to communicate properly, you're not able to have people skills, as they call it, then it's going to be all the worst. So it's very, very important for us Africans to master soft skills, because I believe that is very, very important. And also, we need to be able to access information and use this information as appropriate, because this information hold the key to global opportunities, basically.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. And what skills do you believe every young person should develop before entering the workforce? And what skills are mostly important for the youth from your region?
Yeah, again, I think I emphasized soft skills just in my so soft skills before you get into again, I said technical skills. Technical skills, of course, would get you in the room, because that's what an organization needs to really get work done, right? But that's how good they can get. I mean, they can just bring you into the room, basically, but they don't keep you there. They don't keep you there. So people skills, collaboration, communication, how to master team dynamics, how to problem solve. These are all the skills that are probably more important than even the technical skills you do have. So for those looking to get into the professional working space, it's imperative that you master soft skills, right? And there are a lot of programs online that would help you master the skills. A lot of programs online. I mean, even this particular program, KECTIL program, there is a McKinsey program, there is the Aspire Leaders program. All these programs have been designed basically to help you master soft skills. And after you've gone through these programs, it's important that you just probably find an organization or two to volunteer with, so that you can actually put the skills that you've learned into practice. So it's very, very important that for anybody, irrespective of age group now, that you master soft skills. Soft skills are, I mean, it's like you have a car, but you don't know how to ride it, right? So the car is basically your technical skill. What you know, you have a technical skill. But if you do not know how to ride the car, then it's going to be involved in an accident eventually, right? So soft skills are basically the way to ride that car, the way to drive a car. So for anybody looking to go into the professional world, master soft skills, very important.
Yes, I agree with you. And another thing that's really interesting for me as a person from conflict-affected region as well, how has your volunteer work teaching English to students in such areas like conflict-affected regions impacted your worldview?
Yeah, I mean, people in conflict-affected regions do not have access to teachers or probably people that would help them develop in areas they would like to develop in, right? I mean, these are conflict-affected regions. So, I mean, again, with me, I've always wanted to really help people and help mentor people, and just be able to give back to the society, basically. And I discovered that this particular area is where I should actually concentrate on. I mean, what can go wrong? It's a program for those who would like to learn English, right? And these people probably have technical skills, these people probably have technical skills, but they just want to be proficient in English. so that you're able to sell themselves properly. So I decided to really volunteer with a couple of organizations to do this. And one of such organizations is the Paper Airplanes organization, which basically helps people in conflict-affected regions learn the English language. And I'm currently involved with their professional development program as well. So for me, this is a great way to basically give back to society and just to help those that would otherwise not have the opportunity to sell themselves, to be able to actually sell themselves, because now they're now armed with communication skills that would ultimately make the difference. And it's about making the difference for me. I mean, if I'm able to help them with English speaking and they're able to sell themselves better, then what it's just a delight for me. And yeah, that was why I decided to really delve into this particular field.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing that. And we talked a lot about fellowship programs, about your experience, and I want to ask you which fellowship had the biggest influence on your personal development and why, and which of the fellowship that you attended one of the favorite for you?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't say I have a favorite, to be honest, because these fellowships are, I actually attended these fellowships for a particular area or a particular field I would like to develop in, right? So for me, for the InteRussia Fellowship, it was more of a scientific fellowship, right? There I was basically involved with AI, engineering use cases, and business development. So that's a particular that was why I actually applied for this fellowship, just to improve in these areas, right? And for other fellowships I've applied to, probably in communication and probably in scientific writing. So these different areas target different things, right? So it's not like they're doing the same thing. It's for different use cases and it's for different things. So for all fellowships that I've attended, it's just to basically develop myself in particular areas where I feel, okay, I need to develop in this area. So fellowships basically help you develop in a particular field, in a particular area, because now you have experts coming in to tell you certain things that are more nuanced than you would even learn individually as an individual. So this fellowships basically expose you, right, to some technicalities and to some special use cases. And that is what a fellowship does. So for the InteRussia Fellowship, it was targeting something different. For the SciComm in Practice Fellowship, it was targeting something different. And for other fellowships I've attended. So these different fellowships basically target different things, right? And yeah, for me, it's just great because it helps you improve a lot. And that is why I advise a lot of people to basically apply for fellowships, not just scholarships, right? Fellowships basically help you to improve a lot. And when you begin to get into specific schools and you get into universities, you begin to find a lot of use for this particular skills you've learned. And yeah, very, very important.
Thanks a lot. And you also, as far as I know, you are top 100 African future leaders, right? And how has being a top 100 from other leaders shape your perspective on leadership?
I mean, for my nomination there as a top 100 leader has actually, it's for me, it's really not about the title itself, but more about how do I inspire others to see that you can actually get things done, even from a very, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, basically, right? You can get things, you can achieve great things from a very, very small place, right? And that is why I actually even volunteered with the conflict affected regions for me to be able to help students with their English skills, because I believe these skills would basically help them just pitch themselves to employees and to the wider world, right? So for me, this particular award just highlighted what was already there before, right? Just to be able to inspire others, to be able to help others, to mentor others, to see that it is possible, very possible, to get great things done, even from a small place, right? It doesn't matter where you're coming from, in as much as you've armed yourself, you have self-led yourself, right? You're now proficient in yourself. You now know how to do things by yourself. You're able to speak. You're able to collaborate now. Then there is just no limit to what you can do, because now with collaboration, there is just there's a chance, there is an opportunity for greater impact, for greater influence, and that is very, very important. So for me, this just highlights the importance of of just self-leading, and that leads to greater impact. And you begin to get recognition for what you're doing, and that is for me just it's an icing on the cake, basically.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. And another questions will be about your cultural, exchange programs, your fellowships that you attended as well. So, what lessons have you learned from working in diverse cultural environments, and how this international opportunities improve your ability to inspire others once you're back home?
Yeah, for me, this fellowships basically for me, it was more about networking, right? Like going to these fellowships and beyond learning what I came there. I mean, what I came there to do was to learn, but as well, I was there to also network with others, to see and to hear their perspectives on things. And this basically shapes your mind. It basically shapes your mind. You're able to hear what others have to say, and this is very very important. You're able to see things from a different perspective, and when you're able to see things from a different perspective, it basically shapes your worldview, right? And it makes you become even more open-minded as an individual. And open-mindedness is very, very important as an individual. You don't want to be closed-minded because it's hard to get things done with a closed mind. So going out there, networking, meeting new people, hearing new perspectives, seeing new things, it just helps you to widen and broaden your horizon, right? And this is very, very important as a global citizen. So this has helped me, shaped me, and helped me to relate with others with an open mind, basically. And I think this is very, very important for those who will be looking to develop themselves and to become global citizens ultimately.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for sharing a lot of valuable advices and lessons that you learned, and all of your experience. It's quite a lot of things, and I believe everyone who's watching us today will be able to learn a lot of things from you. And another part of our discussion, I want to focus a bit on Kektil program experience, because you're also Kektil participant, right? So how did you first learn about the Kektil program, and what motivated you to apply for this program?
Yeah, I mean, the Kektil program is a leadership program, right? And I just finished the Aspire Leaders program in 2024. And I just, okay, now this is great. So I have to look for higher grounds. I'm done with the Aspire Leaders program. What else can I do to better my skills in leadership, right? Because I was already involved with certain volunteer organizations, and I was already using my skills that I already learned from the Aspire Leaders program. So I decided, okay, the Kektil program is a leadership program for talented individuals from Africa, right? And I decided, okay, why not just apply here and also just develop your skills here as well? So I went on the internet, I searched, I checked. Can you see? So you literally have to go to the internet and check out these opportunities. And that's been my advice. You have to go and be on the hunt for these opportunities. So I searched and I came across the Kektil Leadership Program, and immediately I applied. And I saw it was a very good program. I mean, some of the modules we've done. In fact, I think we've done personal finance, we've done mental health, we've done leadership. So all these are just very, very important topics to tackle and to be to know, right? And I believe everyone that's looking to improve in their leadership skills, beyond even self-leadership now, should basically get involved with these programs and improve.
Great, thanks a lot. And what was the most valuable lesson you took away from your Kektil experience?
Yeah, for the Kektil experience, I would just say for the modules. Let me go for the modules. For the modules, especially the personal finance module, it's been an eye opener, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people these days do not know how to manage their finance, right? And it's a problem. It's a problem. So the Kektil program basically helps you understand. I mean, I learned a lot from the personal finance program in terms of investments, savings, and stuff like that. And it's just been an eye opener for me. And I believe for this personal finance program is a very, very big deal. It's a very, very big deal. And for me, this has been the best module I've engaged with, right? I think the first module was like the leadership module, which of course was also very interesting. But for me, up until now, I think that we have other modules to basically deal with in later times. But right now, the personal finance module has been my favorite, and I've learned a lot from that particular module.
Great, thanks a lot. Yeah, you're right in 100% that personal finance, first of all, is one of the important topics for learning, especially for young people. And unfortunately, we're lacking such courses at schools and at university. No one, teach us how to manage your finance, how to
Absolutely.
plan everything. For me, once I was joining the Kexel program a few years ago, it was also open. I open. I opened assignment and I learned a lot for myself how to, how to plan your finance properly, how to deal with loans and other things. So that's really, really great. And maybe you can describe a project or activity from the program that had a lasting impact on you, not only assignments, because we have some webinars, live stream conferences, community projects that we launched this year. So what kind of activities you mostly enjoy from the Kexel program?
Yeah, for the KT program right now, I'm in talks with a colleague of mine on
Yeah.
basically having a mentorship platform for people to really just come and learn, right? Soft skills, and the graduate applications. How to get abreast, how to source for information, very, very important, and how to just develop themselves in probably you're going for a professional career or you're looking to advance yourself in probably you want to go for graduate studies. So we're looking to bring to form a platform, right? And so people can actually learn and understand how these things work. Because again, sometimes a lot of people want to learn, but they don't know where to go to, right? They don't know where to go to. So if you have a platform and you're able to leave that in the wild, then people are able to find these platforms and be able to join these platforms and just learn. Because again, I believe soft skills are very important, and a lot of people want to probably further their education, probably go for graduate studies, and they don't know how to source for information, they don't know what to do. So we're looking to create this platform and have people join. And that again is a project that we're currently looking at, and we're going to execute this year.
Thanks a lot. And how did the Cactil program influence your leadership style or vision? Something changed during the program, or maybe some insights you got?
Yeah, for me, again, everything I've learned during my Catholic experience has just been built, and it's been layers upon layers. So I've had layers of experience already. I've had layers of learning experience as well. And the Catholic program has basically helped me lay out even more. It's been just layers and layers, basically, because I've had leadership experiences, leadership programs that I've attended. And these programs they've basically helped me to really position myself properly, and the Character program has just been an addition, right? It's been an addition, and it's basically helped me to become better as a leader, as a self leader, and as a leader who can help others as well. So it's been an addition, basically a good addition, I would say.
Thanks a lot for sharing that. And yeah, we are almost finalizing today's conversation, but I still have a few questions for you. Um, if you will get unlimited resources that you can use for different initiatives or NGOs or any other organization or business, so what initiative would you start to empower young people in Africa?
Yes, yes. It's about access, access, access. So I'm looking to get like this platform up and running. I would like to get it. I mean, there are a lot of platforms out there, but I believe they're just more focused on probably graduate applications and graduate scholarships. But I am my focus would be on training soft skills. And as we're training soft skills, then we could also delve into other areas, right? But for me, soft skills is very, very, very important. Communication, right? Resilience, adaptability, all these are very, very important. And I believe the focus would be on these areas. But of course, we also help them with graduate applications if they want to. So it's about getting this platform up and running. And of course, again, I'm in talks with a colleague of mine who is very, very interested in this area as well. And we're looking to get this up and running. But of course, if I have unlimited resources, I would get this quickly on the go. Yeah, so yes, that's it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And who has been your biggest source of inspiration in your journey so far?
Yeah, I have a lot of inspirations, to be honest. A lot of people, especially in the academic space and in the leadership space as well. So it's just been a lot of people, and I don't have a single person who is an inspiration. Of course, my family is an inspiration, but most importantly, those in the academic sphere, my supervisor, a lot of people, just a lot of people who have been able to make a name for themselves and just be able to do a lot of things. And these people are mentors as well. They're mentors to me, and yeah, I think I have a lot of mentors, and a lot of people that I've been able to learn from. Right, both in leadership, both in even just in articles too, because I read a lot as well. So people who write a lot, I read from them. So experiences and just a lot of things, and it's really really great. And I implore others to also do the same thing. You don't want to learn from a single person. You want to spread your net wide and just be able to tap different characteristics from different people and be able to just merge it and form a style for yourself.
Great, thanks a lot. And the last question for today's conversation will be about the message that you would like to leave for young people aspiring to make a difference in the world. So, what is your message?
Yeah, my message for young leaders that are, I mean, emerging young leaders would be just self-led, right? Self-led and be intentional about growth. Be intentional about growth and be on the lookout for those who would help you attain whatever position, whatever level you would like to attain quickly. Those people are called mentors and they've already walked the path. And so if you get out and reach out to them, your life will be made easier, right? Be very, very intentional about growth and stay the course. Stay the course. Do not deviate because of course there'll be a lot of distractions around and a lot of probably people that are just telling you it's impossible, it's not you're not able to do that, don't do that. Pay deaf ears to them. Just be focused, right? Be intentional with growth, self-led, and don't worry, great things are coming.
Thank you very much for all your lessons, for everything that you shared today, for your wisdom. And thank you for being today with us for this incredible interview. And your story is a powerful reminder of how education, resilience, and service can change lives, right? Not just our own, but also the communities around us and helping other people to getting better future for their lives as well. So to everyone who's watching us today, I hope you found inspiration and practical insights from this conversation, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more talks with young leaders making an impact around the world. For us, it's really important to see that you like the content that we're creating, the stories that we are sharing with you. And until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and keep making a difference. And thank you once again, Goodness, for being today with us, for your story, and for sharing a lot of insights with our viewers today.
Thank you so much.